Alright folks, finally, after a year, thanks to good old Corona shutting everything down, we are heading back to the track. As you can see, I'm in a new toy. Running on the 17s. This is a 2021 Camaro LT1. So we got 455 horsepower on a tire. Set of Nitto R2s, 555 R2s, and this is going to be a hell of a good race. It's a little bit cloudy today, but it's fantastically cold. It's in the 40s, upper 40s, maybe 50 degrees, and we are sure going to give this a shot. This car's pretty fast. Can't wait to see what it does against the Scat Pack. What's interesting about this car is if you've ever owned both a Chevy and a Mopar, the Mopars have fat power across the board, whereas the Chevy motors kind of wind up. So the effect of that is, for example, the Scat Pack, and especially like the Hellcat or something like that, when you mash the gas, it's pure power right now. Whereas this car, I've got a drag radial on it, but I believe if I set the tire pressure low enough, I could probably get away with completely bone stock, even including factory tires. The reason being is these Chevys, you don't get that hard hit at the launch like you do on the Mopar cars. So we got the drag radial just to, I don't want to waste no runs finding out that I'm wrong, but experiencing the time that I've owned this car tells me that I could get away with a lot more to launch on this car in stock form. So we're certainly going to try it out and see how it goes. I've definitely got a weight advantage over the Charger, over the Scat Pack. Probably we're looking at about 500 pounds weight advantage, and a little bit less power, but a little bit less weight too. So hopefully we'll be able to get some good runs and see how that really works out when it comes to the drag strip. Well, we got 8th mile again today, but we got really good air. I'm going to check it when we get to the track, and let's just see how it goes. Alright, we're here. Got the cars down about 25 psi. Scat Pack's running on a small tire. I'm running on these Nitto 555s. The DA is spectacular, especially for around here. Probably the lowest we'll ever see it. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it comes right down. Yeah, these will be some of the best runs we have all year if we get some good runs. And yeah, this is the best DA I've ever seen here. It's in the 40s, still going down. Yeah, so that's a fantastic DA. Thank you. Ran an 8.1 at 94, so we will definitely be in the 7s if we can get the tires to stick. I'm going to do a bigger burnout next time, and I want that right lane, because that left lane ain't worth shit. I ran 94 mile an hour, Charger ran 93 on a 770, so that shows the weight benefit there. So we'll have to get line again. Alright, so this time we dropped the tire pressure a little bit more. We're picking the right lane. The Charger dropped his tire pressure all the way down to 18. I put mine at indicated 22 on the gauge. The TPMS says I'm at 20. Oh my gosh, that was a race. 774 is the time that I saw. And that time we hooked. Thank you. 774 versus his 790. I had a 170 60 foot. He had a 180. Wow, interesting. I'm gonna guess that he spun. We'll find out here in a minute, because he had a 94 mile an hour. I had a 93 mile an hour, and usually if you got a mile an hour a little bit higher like that and a 1.8 on the 60 foot, I'm gonna guess he spun a little bit. Dead even. I don't know who won that one. It was, he might have got me by a nose. I don't know if I'm getting the yellow or the white, but either way, that was a hell of a run. These cars are very well matched. He's on a 17-inch tire, but we'll see how he did. I'm getting the yellow. Thank you. All right, so my lane was a 187 60 foot, a 786 to the 8th mile at 94 mile an hour. He ran a 173 60 foot, a 781 ET, and 92 mile an hour, 92.29. Good run. Racing another Camaro LT1. His car is a 6-speed car. Ours is the 10-speed car. The somebody's belt line there. The Charger's behind us. All right. last right lane, we ran a 188 on the 60 foot, 792 on the ET at 93 mile an hour. So yeah, we got a little bit of heat soak going on. And I don't know if we're running good or not. We'll wait and see what the Charger says. In contrast, that 6-speed LT1 had a 2.2 60 foot, an 893 in the 8th, and 89 mile an hour. So we were a whole second faster in the on the ET. But that's the difference between a 6-speed car versus the new automatics. They're pretty stout. All right, this is probably gonna be our last run. What I'm gonna do different, I think I may be slow rolling in the throttle just because I'm so used to the Hellcat, where a lot of times you got to do that just to get any traction. So I'm gonna go a little higher RPM, and I'm gonna hammer the gas this time at the light and see what kind of difference that makes, if at all. Thank you. All right, so 186 60 foot, 788 ET at 93 miles an hour. There goes the Charger right there. He's cooking. Racing the older Camaro. Thank you. All right, we had a 184 60 foot, 786, 93 mile an hour. Pretty consistent. So that's probably a pretty good average running what this car is capable of, because the air's not bad. Our DA is down or up a little bit compared to when we first got here. And I'd say that's what this car is. That's what it's got in it. Something else I'd like to share with you guys is here's what happened to our 1320. we traded that car for the Hellcat. A younger guy bought that car and tried to go a little bit too fast. My understanding is around a corner, not a corner, but a curve at high speed, and what you saw in those pictures is the result. So that was a fantastic car. I hate to see that it met its demise like that, but it is what it is, and that's why cars don't live forever. I got some other stuff coming up for this channel in the extreme near future, so keep an eye out for new updates, and we'll see what else I got coming to the stable. Alright guys, overall I say this car does pretty good. I got at least 5 runs in there. My assessment really is that this car is just as fast as the Scat Pack is. The Scat Pack, he pulled the air filter on it and picked up another 10th. He run like a 7.59 or so. And so he's running 17-inch drag radials, and I got the 20-inch factory wheels with a set of drag radials on it. And with a 7.74, I guess it was. So it's not a bad run. I'd say the car on maybe some different conditions would do a 7.6 something, but that's probably as good as it's going to get. And I'm basing that just on the fact that I feel like the car likes to have a little higher than idle for the launch, and it likes to be hammered on the gas, you know, whereas my very first pass, you know, I didn't do that. In the very first pass I blew the tires off, had the tire pressure too high. The second pass I ran good, but I didn't hammer the gas. I think I unconsciously or subconsciously slow rolled the gas like I used to do on the Hellcat sometimes. And I feel that the car under the best conditions would be good air like today, 22 pounds of air in the tires, and hammering on the gas off the launch, and it would possibly get a 7.6 something with air as good as it was when we first got there, when the DA was just down in the low, you know, 1-200s. So overall it did pretty good. So anyways, that's this car doesn't do too bad.